Do you know what, my gorgeous Taurinis, my beautiful Tauruses, my gorgeous, my ever so precious Taurinis? December is all about flexibility, change, adaptation. Indeed, it's to do with the new beginning that you are going to have, and it's all about a certain dream and a certain wish and a certain new stage that you have been focusing on. But especially within the last 12 months, you were waiting for the right time, you were waiting for the right moment, but now there is some kind of like a very long process which is just going to bounce back into this particular dimension in such a way where you're actually going to have like a beautiful realization on one hand that you have done things in the right way when you were uncertain about your life, when you were uncertain about your directions, when you were uncertain about the certain decisions, you know. But this is so good because it's going to provide you with a certain new plan and with a new option, with a new dimension, you know, that you didn't have before. And I really like this because it's just to do with the actual number 7. Number 7 is a very spiritual number. Number 7 is your number when it comes to December. You can have this number written on a little bit of paper. You can have this number written like maybe on your hand, you know, throughout the month, you know. You can have a little pendant with number 7 on. It's so important because it's going to help you to attach yourself to this particular energy. So therefore, the power of manifestation is going to be even more powerful because this vibration is going to be even more significant, which is on another hand going to make you achieve so much more throughout the actual December 2019. But most certainly by the time we come to an end of December, there is the whole new plan that you are going to have, and it's so good, it's absolutely mind-blowing because it's to do with the time where it's to do with the time where there were like so much uncertainty around, you know. You were so uncertain, but you just kept going. So now this is going to be wonderful because it's not only going to be the beginning of something very important, but it's going to most certainly seem like the beginning of the whole new adventure because there is lots of enthusiasm that you are going to have. There is lots of optimism that you are going to have, a rather vavavoomish feeling throughout the months. But the bottom line is this is all with your particular recognition. This is all with your particular achievement, and it is just all about the really big dreams, you know, and plans that you wanted to achieve, that you wanted to make, that you wanted to start, that you wanted to become a part of. Now certainly December is going to bring you a wonderful option after really hard work, after maybe uncertain time, after maybe a little bit of difficult times, maybe when it comes to like future planning, you were kind of like kind of slowed down a little bit, and this does happen indeed. It's only because purely we had a certain unfinished business from the past, and that unfinished business is quite important. So much it's important because it's so much to do with our own karma, and it's so much to do with our own spiritual journey. The point is that at some point we're going to need to deal with it. We're going to need to get back to that dimension, back to that option, back to that situation and deal with it. And this is wonderful because this is going to happen like literally out of the blue in December when you least expected. A little bit of willy fortuney moment indeed. The wheel of fortune moment is going to roll and roll. But this one is going to be different. This one is going to be vibrant. This one is going to be very important because once it hits you beautifully, this wheel of fortune, it is going to be incredible. There are a couple of things immediately that you're going to realize, and this wheel of fortune is also going to hit you in such a way where you're going to kind of find yourself in a situation in December. You see, you're going to find yourself being part of the situation, and it's going to be a little bit strange. The whole day it's going to be really bizarre and really weird. It could happen throughout December indeed. But but most certainly it's going to require from you to react and to act in a certain way. And that particular reaction is going to be mind-blowing, because it's also going to show how much you have spiritually grown, and it's also going to put you in touch directly with a certain unfinished business. And now this is going to come back, and it's going to become a rather important and successful moment in time for you indeed. Number 7 is a very powerful number, and it's just like, as I said, it is all about the change. It is all about the flexibility. It is all about the adaptation, you know. It's just so good, because you're going to be able to kind of like not only go on the next stage at this moment in time, but this is going to be absolutely brilliant, and you are going to be very spiritual, and you are going to discover something quite interesting about yourself, and that is also going to surprise you, and it is going to lead towards a certain success. But when it comes to your own personal rediscovery, this is going to take place before the end of December 2019. This is absolutely remarkable time when it comes to your own happiness. Okay, the balance is going to be so beautiful throughout December. Taurinis, my beautiful Taurinis, it's going to be wonderful. Connections and reconnections, and the financial gain, and even financial gift that you're actually going to have in December. But the actual energy when it comes to the actual, you know, like relationships, you know, like important relationships, the real people in your lives are going to be showering you with their blessings throughout the month, and things are going to seem so nice in December. It is going to be quite interesting surprise, because maybe you weren't even thinking that certain achievement is actually going to have a rather important moment of time when it comes to this particular unfoldment. Beautiful and rather vibrant moment in time indeed. As I said, it's all about your own happiness. It's all about flexibility, and it's also going to be the moment in time when you're gonna come across also certain person and the situation, and you're gonna be uncertain how to respond to something. It's going to be required, your response is going to be very important, your output, your input, and you just need to remember, trust. It's time to trust, because you are going to be very wise throughout this month. You're going to be probably the wisest you have been throughout this year. This is because you are reaching the process of culmination, which is going to make you not only really wise, but it's also going to bring this absolutely wonderful flow of energy, which is on another hand going to bring you lots of happiness, excitement, you know, like lots of vavoomish moments, you know, like you want to be like quite adventurous, but at the same time you're gonna be having a really beautiful and inner peace throughout this month. And this is why you're gonna see very strong connection to like spirituality, like little flowers, little beads, you know, like a little statues, you know, like things like that. You're gonna find yourself like really wanting to explore your spirituality indeed. And this is a very important moment in time, because it's also, you had the patience, the moment that you had a patience with a certain maybe person or a certain group of people, so now your patience is just going to really beautifully pay back. But also when it comes to your inner peace, you know, you're going to find out your own potential about something, the new stage, new option, and something is going to become beautifully vibrant new stage of your life when it comes to you, when it comes to making certain option, and especially when it comes to the future planning. Very, very highly illuminating moment in time indeed. I really, really like it, my gorgeous Taurinis, okay? When it comes to the actual health, you see, you need to make sure that you are drinking something like organic dandelion tea, because organic dandelion tea is going to help you a lot to flush out the toxins. For you Taurinis, this is a rather important moment in time to actually pay attention to toxins, because it's going to be perfect to go with this balance, to go with this flow indeed. On another hand, you're going to need to make sure that you're taking vitamin D, and you're going to need to make sure if you can take a natural calcium. calcium and vitamin D both can be found in like a food, certain foods, or you can take like a supplements, natural supplements, but they need to be completely natural, organic, and without unnecessary ingredients. When I say without unnecessary ingredients, I mean without any anti-caking agents or any rubbish that they can actually put in. Or on another hand, you can just get lots of food that's rich in these ingredients, you see. And on another hand, what else I was going to say, it's going to be quite important for you, my gorgeous Taurinis, it's actually to make sure that you are also taking an acerola cherry powder, organic acerola cherry powder. I said this, I recommended this to most of the signs. Indeed, it's an important moment in time for everybody to make sure to replenish vitamin C levels, you see. Not to every sign, but to most of the signs, this is rather important, very significant moment in time to protect yourself against like cold, flu, and things like that. Organic acerola cherry powder, I recommended millions of times. It's probably the best source of vitamin C, alongside with camu powder, because camu powder is a different type, it's just slightly stronger, okay, and ingredients are slightly different. But for you, absolutely perfect it would be organic acerola cherry powder. It must be without any other rubbish or anything like that. 1 glass of water in the morning, 1 teaspoon, mix it up, drink it. It tastes really cherry, like a cherry, quite nice to me actually, personally. I quite like it, I take it myself. But it's going to help you to boost your immune system and to keep you away from cold and flu, and also inside your mouth it's going to be quite sensitive. So this is also going to help you with the healing inside your mouth. And make sure that you are taking like a natural toothpaste with maybe tea tree or aloe vera without fluoride, and natural mouthwash, tea tree and aloe vera I would highly recommend without fluoride as well, okay? If you're on any other medications, my gorgeous Taurinis, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, with the GP, whether you can take these supplements or not, because only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, okay? So now I was going to basically start with the very first date that is going to be rather important for you, my gorgeous Taurinis. Of course, it's going to be an unusual day that you're going to have on the 1st of December. Okay, remember the 1st of December. No, it's just like my moments. No, it's an important moment in time. I say it's weird because the date's going to feel like kind of surreal, and this is because you are very much so stepping into a completely different dimension here, and that dimension, it's going to provide you with swift change, with illumination over the stages that were blocking you and slowing you and preventing you to like kind of speed up with a certain process. This strange energy on the 1st of December is going to make you feel like a quite, oh God, like a, maybe a little bit like a weird, but this is going to be good because it's going to take your mind to where you need to get, and it's going to make you think about a certain person, about certain situation that is just going to make you realize, oh, it's going to leave a little bit of bitter taste in your mouth, but it's just about a realization about someone that is going to surprise you the way they reacted in a certain way in a certain situation, and that is just going to make him feel like, oh God, you know, not really too excited about someone or about the particular situation, but that is going to be so good because it is going to make you realize that you want to change something, that you want to change your life, that you want to change certain things about it, and that in itself, it's also going to make you realize some kind of success about yourself and about your life and about your journey that you wouldn't otherwise realize. And this is what the strangeness of this particular day is about to bring you. It's going to bring you. On another hand, okay, as I said, the perfection, recognition, and honor, this is what's going to take a place by the end of the day. And it's right happening at the 1st of December. It's about your capability. It's about your success. It's about your realization. It's about a rather vibrant energy indeed. I like it because it's going to lead towards an ultimate change. And the fact that it's happening on the 1st of December, It is a very strong number. It is a very powerful number. It is a very powerful day as well, which just help you to have your, which is going to help you to have your energy even more balanced out, which is just going to extend your journey, you know, and it's going to give you more power and more vavavumish energy. So your productivity is just going to be so much longer and so much better because of that particular energy. And also it is just all about your capability, and it's all about the reward from hard work, success, and it's going to be wonderful because there are going to be people around you that are going to admire you, the right people, and that is going to bring you the world of good, the world of happiness, the world of positivity indeed. Okay. Now, the second date that I was going to recommend, my gorgeous Taurinis, is going to be on the 11th of December. Now, the 11th of December is just all going to be about a certain departure, certain advancement into the unknown, but also is the brave feeling that you're going to have. Number 11th is also a strong number when it comes to you being and finding yourself at the gate of something completely new, something completely different, but this time the energy and your optimism is going to tell you, do it. Go for it, do it, go for it. Otherwise, it would be like, no, you're not too sure what to do. So an element of something quite unusual that you think, and it's a lot to do with like your experience that you're going to feel like you haven't got it. So now this is going to be absolutely fantastic because it is going to connect with your advancement, with your stage, but on an advanced level immediately. That is going to be the very important creation, very important beginning on the 11th of December 2019. Important to say, this is all like, oh my God, you're just reaching a very, very important, progressively very important stage in your life. And as I said, this is the beginning, start of something absolutely mind-blowing, and it's all to do with the gain, and it's all to do with the beginning of a meaningful experience and adventure, but it's just gonna absolutely literally from this moment onwards change your life, because it's gonna bring immediately optimism, feeling of good, like a vavavumish feeling of good indeed, but it's all about enthusiasm, it's all to do with a new option, new situation, new idea, new part of your life. It's about to manifest itself here. And it's all about the unlimited possibilities, okay? And really beautiful obsession in the best possible way with the new stage. And that is going to be the moment in time that is just going to reflect on you and in your energy, on your spirituality. And this is just going to also be the moment in time when you're going to feel like you're going to be on top of the world. It's a great time for the new beginning. It's a great time for the new start. It's a great time to work on problems that you know that you need to work on, you know, as soon as you kind of edit and make a certain adjustments when it comes to certain problems and things that you don't like deal with, the sooner you're going to come out on the other side. As soon as you're out on the other side, you're just going to be immediately provided with a new option, because this is a very heavily karmically connected situation. So you, at the same time, you get your little reward, if I can say it like that. I highly recommend you to get something like a green aventurine. It's an important crystal to actually have and to wear throughout December and January, because it's all about your spiritual growth. It's all about your spiritual power. It is all about your spiritual realization, and it is all about, you realizing certain things about yourself through your dreams as well. But also you're working on achieving your dreams, and when you're working a lot on achieving your dreams, green aventurine is absolutely brilliant because it helps you every step of the way, and it's very, very good to attract positive energy, finances, and things like that when we make really important decisions. Green aventurine is fantastic. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. This is something I highly recommend indeed. The third important date, my gorgeous Taurinis, it's going to be on the 29th of December. Now, the 29th of December, something is going to surprise you here to start with. A little surprise, but a good surprise. And that surprise immediately, it's going to make you realize it's something to do with a little financial gain, but at the same time, it is just like a certain memory. It's going to be heightened, like so much so certain memory is going to be heightened from the past, which is most certainly going to connect connect you, to connect your mind, energy and vibration, and you will be able to have like a very significant reflection from the past that you're going to be able to use this now here. It's going to bring you an insight with the situation with somebody is very negative, somebody was very low and very low vibration, rather toxic around you on the 29th of December. You know this, you were aware of this, this is nothing unusual for you, but this kind of reflection, it's going to help you in this particular situation, because you are going to decide to move on from the toxic people, from the toxic group of people, from the toxic situation, and that is going to be rather evident. I like it because at the same time the power of manifestation is going to be really strong here, and you are most certainly going to have an interesting omen followed by that time. You know, it's going to be an interesting omen that you're going to have, an omen that you're going to have. It's going to be so much so connected to the little animal, but it's also going to be connected to the really beautiful feeling and majestic feeling, something really beautiful, something really majestic, something really powerful about this animal is going to be, but it's also going to be very mysterious, very mysterious, very mysterious. This is how it's going to make you feel. At the same time, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is it. You know, it's incredibly a powerful moment in time, because that is going to be very strong energy that you're going to feel and gather at the same time. Your intuition is going to be like never before, and that in itself is going to confirm something to you when it comes to new option, when it comes to bright prospect, when it comes to mixing the old and past and present, but also most importantly when it comes to your optimism, you know, satisfaction, pleasure and happiness, because the new direction and new option shall show itself right after this moment in time. I really like it because it's a beautiful and generous moment in time, and it's also going to bring you a certain gift on that day. Certain gift, it's going to become evident, and also certain like financial gain, it's going to be connected to this particular situation as well. Wow. Okay, so now basically going on the very first part of December 2019. So my gorgeous Taurinis, the very first part of December is just going to be so important, because certain person is about to walk into your life. That person that is about to walk into your life is going to become an important person in your life in general. So it is going to be rather remarkable time when it comes to new relationships and the people that we can benefit from so beautifully. People who are meant to be in our lives. Indeed, people who are meant to be part of our spiritual journey. Okay, so someone very important is going to walk into your life and become the part of your life here as well. On another hand, rather successful moment in time when it comes to the group of people, teamwork. A problem is going to come to an end, whether this is going to be the family, whether this is going to be friends sorry, whether this is going to be at work, but as a team of workers, people that had a certain problem to deal with, certain issue, this is going to come to an end, and it's absolutely brilliant. But it's at the same time going to provide you with a certain option, you know, the certain obstacle will go, and this is going to be brilliant. But also immediately this is going to be the beginning of some kind of adventure, because you're going to find yourself being part of the certain specific spiritual journeys. You're going to find yourself being somewhere where you didn't really kind of plan at this moment in time. Maybe you thought this is going to happen slightly later, and this is where things start becoming magical for you with this beautiful swift change. It's going to at the same time going to make you feel really vibrant when it comes to bravery. You are going to make a certain judgment, and that judgment, you need to be brave. And the reason why you're brave here is just because of this wonderful energy in that the actual December is bringing you. Indecisive situation is still going to be following you, and you're not going to be too sure what to do it, but then you will know that you're going to need to do something that is going to make you feel really sad. You're going to need to stop certain part of your life. You're going to need to cut something out, and that is going to be like, oh no, I don't want to do that, oh no, you know, but it's going to be so good because it's an important part of your inner peace, of your potential and your own illumination. You see, it's to do with your security and power, and you will know that you're going to need to change something. You took the wrong turn somewhere, so this is now your choice to actually find yourself on the crossroads again, and you are about to take the right turning, and you will know how, because you will know a certain option is going to become available to you when it comes to your future planning. Okay, it's a lot to do with your security, power Okay, the time that you were like kind of in a little bit of confusion and chaos, and now that is all about your victory and mental clarity. Absolutely beautiful indeed. By the time you get to the second part of December, it is all about it being you be feeling very, very sharp, very important, very adventurous when it comes to achieving, and focusing on the next stage of your journey. Whatever you do, whether you're retired, whether you're working, it depends. You see, whatever you do, whatever you have been focusing on now, there is going to be the whole new direction that is going to make you feel really assertive, and it's also going to require from you certain trust, flexibility, but also the most important thing is that you are going to be as wise as ever, as intuitive as ever, because this particular flow is just going to become rather vibrant moment in time, and it is going to make you assertive, and that's the most important when it comes to competition that you're going to be part of. Absolutely fantastic. And also it is going to bring the whole new synchronicity, because the competition that you're going to have, it's also going to come up, you're going to come on top, and there is going to be absolutely mind-blowing recognition that you're going to have. That is going to make you feel so good, so happy, great time of achievement, great time of accomplishment, and most certainly is going to provide you with an option when it comes to you making a really big change when it comes to your home, when it comes to your immediate environment, something that you wanted to do in a long time. Now it's going to happen. The time of changes is going to provide you with the practicality, security, financial situation, like ooh la la, my baby. Okay, but it's so good because it just kind of made you a little bit enslaved. This situation made you a little bit enslaved when it comes to your own energy, when it comes to your own projection, when it comes to your own happiness, and this is purely because we become a little bit unhappy with a certain stage of our lives and we want to change it, but we can't do it straight away. We just have to keep going, and this is when we become like a robot a little bit. I'm not saying that you're a robot, but karmically and energetically you're not able to expand yourself in the way you would normally expand, to feel your happiness, to feel your vibrancy, and this is why things are just going to wonderfully fall into the place here, because you're going to find yourself being released from the enslaved situation when it comes to your own energy. Absolutely fantastic. As I said, as I repeat, the illumination of your power is going to be absolutely remarkable here. I highly suggest you to get something like a rose quartz. Look at this beauty. Rose quartz pendant, absolutely beautiful when you deal with lots of people, when you are making lots of decisions, when you are trying to kind of express yourself in the right way. Please get rose quartz. It's going to be rather significant for you for December and January 2019. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying this, you're also supporting my channel as well, I have to say. By the time we get to the last part of December 2019, you know, this is the last part of December. It's going to be probably the most intuitive time, and you're going to like be doing a lot of like a spiritual things, spiritual happenings. You're going to feel like connected to like a little, you know, things like very spiritual things when it comes to your own development. But most importantly, having an intuition here that is going to be very strong, and you're going to make your own intuition is going to make you realize something. You're going to have a really important dream realization in this moment in time, and also little hermit moment is going to confirm something for you. So the intuition is going to give you a little bit of like a time to think when it comes to reflecting yourself in your dreams, and something is going to come through your own dreams to you, a realization, and then it's going to be like a baby hermity moment. So it's going to be like a little hermit moment that you're going to have. A number 5, it's also going to be very significant. Number 5 when it comes to time span and when it comes to an unfoldment of these events, and certain spiritual leader or spiritual guru, somebody who you think of very highly, is going to confirm something to you, and that is also going to bring you beautiful illumination where there was a certain darkness of not maybe understanding and realize what exactly is going on. It's brilliant because this is all about generosity and rather important balance that's coming through. On one hand, it's giving you strength and control over situation and over your life, and on another hand, you will know that this is something very important when it comes to the certain wish, when it comes to your particular journey, something that you were planning for a while, you know. and something that you were planning for a while, that you were uncertain to do, but also something that is so much to do with an unfinished business that I mentioned before, and now it's going to come back, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's going to provide you with a new option, new beginning, which is going to lead towards your own success. Absolutely wonderful. And this is going to be the greatest moment in time ever, that particular option that is going to unfold with this particular success at the end of December. It is the time when you will really most certainly rediscover yourself, not only through your success in financial situation, but also like a vavavoom-ish feeling of excitement, like a living again, because that negative shift, it's going to reflect on you so beautifully, and it's going to make you feel rather adventurous and optimistic, instead of just making you kind of like a blocked in the moment. I like it indeed, and you will see exactly what I mean, my gorgeous Taurinis. You will see exactly what I mean. Now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are those of you that are in relationship. Okay, those of you that are in relationship, I need you to say to your partner to be a little bit careful, because in December it is just basically, there is maybe not going to be the greatest moment in time for your partner to like negotiate, to do something big, to start something big, because there is going to be like a little bit dishonest person around your partner. So the best way to deal with this kind of like EU people, we just basically avoid anyone who we don't feel right around, and we just don't talk about our private things. We don't talk about things that are that are very important to us. You protect yourself from this kind of like a negative spirits, negative people around you, see. So it wouldn't be the best for your partner to start to have a big negotiations or anything like that. Just not to start anything big throughout December. January fine, but in December most certainly not. On another hand, very great moment in time when it comes to the success, and you are both going to benefit from some kind of financial success indeed, and that benefit is going to provide you with an option, something that you wanted to do in a long time. You're both going to do this month. You're going to decide something, you're going to 100% decide something, like a new stage is about to start unfolding. But this is so to do with people who really love each other, understand each other, but most certainly your relationship is about to go on the next level. I really like it indeed. Okay, so now for those of you that are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Taurinis, oh my lord, you see, it is going to be powerful months when it comes to meeting people, and the way you're going to meet them, it's going to surprise you. When you're around people, you're going to be sometimes around the certain people in certain areas, certain dimensions where you wouldn't normally be, and this is going to be really nice, really interesting, and quite powerful moment in time, because if you think about it now, there is no way that you would know, you would realize what exactly and where exactly you're going to find yourself at. Just part of the situations that are going to be really good, and it's going to be very important when it comes to you meeting new people, because there is someone very, very significant that you are going to meet this month, my gorgeous Taurini. Stranger in the night. There are going to be lots of flirtings. What I was saying to you before, you will be very vibrant when it comes to projecting. You will be very vibrant when it comes to your own radiance. So therefore, you will be able to enjoy yourself, and lots of people will be able to pick up on this particular energy. But there is some particular person that is going to manifest, and that particular person that is going to manifest in your life, my gorgeous Taurinis, is actually going to start walking into your life right at the beginning of December, right in the first week December. This person is already going to manifest themselves around you. This person is already going to start manifesting and illuminating your journey, your spiritual journey indeed. So this person is going to be around you throughout this month, but for the first time, they will manifest themselves at the beginning of December indeed. I like it because at around the end of December, something quite even more significant is actually going to take place with this person, You will feel something that you haven't felt in a really, really long time, and most certainly someone very important is about to enter your world, okay? Very, very important, because this person is going to stay there for a while, and this person is going to have such a wonderful effect and impact on your life, like, oh my lord, you're gonna like this, you're gonna like this, you're gonna like this indeed. Okay, so my gorgeous Taurinis, I love you all to bits so much, so much, so much. I wish you happy Christmas, happy Christmas, happy Christmas, happy holidays to every single one of you, my gorgeous people. I wish you the best year 2020 as well. And I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Taurinis. I love you all. Okay, my gorgeous Taurinis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.